What is up, guys? It's your boy Torius, back again with another video. Today I'm gonna be talking about how the way you view sex changes the older you get, right? Like when we're young, we see sex a certain way. Then we get older, and guess what? Sex is different, right? Sex ain't the same. So smash that like button, comment below what you think about the video, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it. Alright, so let's talk about sex, right? When we're young, if you read the book The Way of Superior Man, he basically explains how like when we masturbate, right? When we masturbate we usually start very young, right? Like as a child. Like we start as children masturbating, and then like the thing is that there's no one really there to like cheer us on and be like, yeah, go, hey, he just masturbated for the first time, hey, that's lit, right? We have no one really cheering us on or supporting us, so we see masturbation as like a shameful act, right? It's like something that we see as very shameful because it's basically our first sexual experience, right? Like masturbation usually is our first, like unless you were like raped or something or you've seen sex. Masturbation for most people is our first sexual experience, right? So what happens is that we, you know, when we're masturbating, what do we masturbate to? Like most of the time it's porn or Girls Gone Wild infomercials, right? So we see that as like, okay, this is what sex is, right? Sex is just like, oh, the body, the physical, right? Like, oh shit, it's so sexy, like the girl, she's getting penetrated by the dude, woody woo, right? This also depends on your values, right? Like I'm speaking very generally, but honestly, because some people do have different values, right? I'm going off of what I know and what I've heard from other people. But back to what I was saying about masturbation. What happens is that when we masturbate, we do it in private, right? So we see sex as like a private, shameful thing, something that we gotta like kind of keep under the wraps, like, and it kind of transfers to the girls, right? It transfers to how we interact with women, because like I definitely see myself, like whenever I want to talk to a girl, I get like afraid, like, oh, what are people gonna think? What people are gonna try to see? People are gonna think that I'm into this girl, yada yada yada. And that all stems from the privacy and the secrecy of masturbation, right? Because you don't want people to know, like, especially like what's the first thing that you do when everyone in your house is gone? Oh, I'm gonna go watch Pornhub, right? Or I'm gonna go watch UJIS or whatever, or X and XX, right? You're gonna go masturbate once everyone's gone out the house. It's the same thing. Like you see a girl and she's pretty, you don't want anyone to see you talking to her, so you're just like, oh, there's too many people. It kind of ruins your chance with the girl because you still have that mindset of, oh, I don't want people looking at me, right? I don't want people seeing me do this sexual act, because talking to a girl is basically just a sexual act, right? Because that's what your intention is. So yeah, you don't want people to see that. So basically that's how we view sex, right? We view sex in the beginning, we see it as very like a very body thing, right? Like it's very like, oh, my senses are stimulated, I need sex. And that's how a lot of porn addiction gets started too, and a lot of sex addiction. It's like we see sex as this is something like, because as dudes we want to sleep with every girl, right? We want to have sex with as many girls as possible. It's like we just want to like fuck everything, right? And as you get older, you're kind of like, and you smash more girls, you talk to girls, you see like different combinations of like you and the girl or whatever. And what happens is that you realize, okay, I can't just be sleeping with everybody. Some girls are crazy, some girls will fuck your life up, some girls, they're just like, they suck, right? Like they're just not good in bed. Some girl, like, because the thing is like that stuff starts adding up, right? And then you start being a little more selective, you know? Like you start being a little more like, okay, like, and also because I can say for me, because at first I was always listening to like dating coaches, right? And dating coaches would always explain about like, oh, charge it to the game, smash as many girls as possible, woody woo. But then I started listening to Elliot Host, right? I started listening to Elliot Host every day, and the thing is that he kind of changed my mindset about it, because I went from literally like chasing girls and just being like, oh, I just want to fuck every girl. So now I'm more in the mindset of like, okay, I gotta find the one girl, right? Like the one girl that I can be like, you know, like basically have reliable sex, and she's good. She's like good with the sex, and she's good as a person, right? And it's like this debate, because I still want to smash with a whole bunch of girls, right? But I also would like that one, like, you know, like, cause it's better if you. I'm not gonna say it's better, but it is a good thing to just have a girlfriend, right? Like someone that's just like there, you know, all the time, and it's just not like it's different, like, cause you spend a lot of energy chasing a lot of different women, right? Chasing a lot of women costs a lot of energy, but having that one girl, she gives you energy. You feel me? So that's basically like what happens is like, cause I mean, at least for me, some dudes stay in that mindset, right? I feel like it's maturing. So some dudes just stay in that mindset of like, oh, I want to smash everyone, right? And I feel like that's what girls try to do, right? Girls try to find the dudes that are like, oh, I want to smash everyone, and that are actually doing it, and they want to change them, right? They want to change them to be like, oh, I want him to be only about me, so I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna make him soft. I'm gonna make him be like, oh, I want a family and da 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 da. But it's like, you know, that they're not really looking for like those mature-minded dudes like that. You feel me? I mean, some girls are, but basically, as you get older, you start understanding that like sometimes sex isn't worth it, right? Like sometimes, like you'll have a girl who's all over you and shit, and she's just like begging you to have sex with her, like damn near raping you, right? And you're just like, damn, you know, like the younger me would have like gone at it, right? Like I would have gone at it. But then you start thinking like, cause I don't know, it's been happening to me more often, right? Lately. Cause it's like, you don't want to go all the, like you don't, cause some girls, you just don't want to give it all the way, all up to, right? Like you could do stuff with them, right? But when you see the potential of like them being attached and shit, or you being attached, even worse, you're just like, damn, you know, I don't know if I want to go through that. You feel me? I don't feel like if I want her to go through that either, right? Sometimes you be thinking about them too. But I mean, I'm only 26, and I've seen like this is the only really like like radical change I've had, like in the views of sex. Because before I used to be like a little dog, right? Like, ooh. But now it's like, okay, you're becoming like a big pit. You feel me? Like a big pit bull. And yeah. It's pretty much it. I was saying like I don't really know like exactly, like once I get like 40 or something, then I'll make a video about how like being 4 years old changed my, like how I'm like, viewing sex at 4 years old, right? Because I'm not there yet. I don't really know. But with that being said, like the video, comment below what you think about the video, subscribe to the video. Subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, I'll catch you. Just DM me on Instagram at Torius at 6 Feet Interviews, and DM me a question, I'll answer it there. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.